so glad that you decided to come and watch another segment. I am going to be talking today about music. And a long time ago in 1977, there was this guy called Ronnie Zamoris, and he was on trial for murder and robbery. And his defense attorney happened to use the defense that he didn't know the difference between right or wrong because he watched Kojak on television. And I really struggled with that. I didn't think that was right at all, and I just didn't believe it. After many, many years of training my brain, of listening to different harmonic devices and harmonic trainings and tonality, I am extremely aware of how the brain lights up and stores memories, and music is a large part of that. If you want to remember stuff that is extremely obtuse, music is the way to do it. It's like 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. Come on, how often do you need that bit of information? But because it happens to be a verse and a melodic tune, yeah, you're going to remember it. So what I want you to get is that what we feed our brains, we feed it television, we feed it music, we figure conversations, internet. When I've got friends that happen to have a certain political view, and they chase rhetoric all over the internet in order to prove their point. Now, understand that everybody is going to prove their point. So that's not the part I'm getting at. It's that I have individuals in my life that they disregard the facts. And, you can't do that. But you can go to the internet and you can find everything that you need in order to prove your point. It's just amazing to me. So one of the things that I find fascinating about music is that it can send us back in time to a place, to a point, to a romance, to an emotion. And then again, it can move us up into the future and help bring in new ideas and concepts and make us feel great. Now, the other part about music is that it's generational. Each generation has their flag song, has their own tones, has their own music behind it, and that's what separates them from the rest of the generations, and that's fine. Reality is that what are we putting into our brains in that generation? Now, if you want to be calm, you want to have a pleasant life, you want to have relaxation, and you're listening to heavy metal or headbanger music, that's kind of doesn't work real well. You might want to switch to something more like meditation or jazz or ethereal music. My point here is that music helps us when we are listening to define how the relationship should work. What is the sexuality? What are some of the things that are important in a relationship? If the music that you're listening to happens to be misogynic, then that's not going to work for a bedroom, because both people need to be respected in the bedroom. Now, understand that using fear and intimidation and words of anger, well, yeah, that's going to work. Yeah, you're going to get what you need in the bedroom. Reality is that you might get put in jail, and it's inevitable that it ends. That's just how it is. So we, as a person who believes in programming the mind, one of the things is that we don't really listen to the actual words. And understand that the words and the music go together. They are synonymous. They're not separate. And the reason I say that is I cannot sing a song, but I can sing a melody. And understand that when I can't sing the song, that means I'm not paying attention to the words. If I'm not paying attention to the words, then I'm probably putting in stuff that I don't want going into my brain. So we need to understand, what is that music telling us about how to have a relationship? What is that music telling us about having a intimate bedroom conversation? Well, if there's conflicts in those messages and conflicts within ourselves, I can tell you that erectile dysfunction is going to pop up or not pop up, depending on which end you're at. But we have to understand that the more conflict that we have going on in our brains, the more conflict we're going to have throughout our body with our health and also our performance. Understand that as a child and in this society, music and art is just a part of it. Sure. And we don't really discern what we're putting in our minds and what we're not. Yeah. And I'm so happy that there is no music or art police, because that's just censorship, and I don't want to even go there with that. But if we want a life that's more peaceful, more serene, more healthy, better relationships, let's look at the music and the art and the environment that we place in ourselves. Because our friends send us videos that are funny and they're enjoyable, but do they really help us understand who we are and what we are really trying to accomplish? You know, I have a very large collection of music and it's very diverse. But I want you to understand that in my early years when I had depression, I listened to the blues. Then I went from the blues because I wasn't achieving the goals that I wanted. So then I went to country music. And country music is about getting into a relationship, getting out of a relationship, and breaking up. And I didn't enjoy that either, so I moved out of country and went into other music, and I started realizing that it's important to really monitor what is going on in our heads so that we can have a happy and healthy relationship. My longest period of music has been jazz because it's so diverse. I listen to old school jazz and I'm listening to new jazz, and the point that I'm bringing up is that it's the melody, it's the newness that I enjoy. But here's reality. When was the last time you really listened to the music that you put on the radio? You know, do you want a close? I have a very close friend that listens to the Headbanger music and they want to relax. Well, how can you relax with Headbanger music? That's energizing. So, yeah, when we want to have wonderful health, when we want to have vitality in the bedroom, what are we doing in order to make plans to get there? Are we actually doing and planting the right seeds in our mind? Are we developing our relationships with our partner? Are we spending time with our partner? You know, it's all very important. And right now in my life, I'm listening to a lot of meditation and peaceful music. And the reason why is very easy. I am learning to train my mind better and better to achieve the goals that I want, and also to be able to support people in their health. So what I want you to do is comment down below. You know, do you believe that music is and can cause people to shoot other people? You know, I'm going to be doing another live a little bit later on the effects of gaming. So we'll be talking about that. But go ahead and comment down below. I look forward to your comments. I look forward from hearing from you. You have a great day.